I didn't really record too much about this, but we're gonna work on the Prey today. Like we said earlier on our previous videos, Wyatt bought this for $100.
This gem in the rough.
So we thought it wasn't getting spark is essentially what's going on. And I changed the ignition coil, that wasn't it. And I put a new CDI box in, that didn't do anything. So now we're to the starter, the stator, and according to the internet, it's a known problem on these machines. So here's the new one, and the old one is right here. I don't know if there's a good way to really tell how they're bad or not, but it's not working anymore.
The green's burning off of it.
Well, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if that's supposed to be like that or not. Probably, I don't know. It don't matter. Either way, we're gonna install it and hopefully it works.
Rapaholic genius at work. So I seen a thing for a t-shirt design for me. I'm gonna make one that says Rapaholic and then on the back it says supervisor.
Yeah, there you go. Gotta have a supervisor. Gotta keep me under control.
Yeah. I thought your wife would appreciate that, Brianna.
Probably, yeah.
Having a supervisor.
Well, the thing is, the supervisor gives bad advice sometimes, or good bad advice.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Plus, I thought maybe I'd get a pay raise becoming a supervisor.
Yeah. Pay raise, oh my gosh. So I had a dream last night.
I had a dream.
And I mean, I kind of want to do it now, but the dream was that I put a turbo in the XLT.
Ooh. How would that work? There's not much room in there.
Figure it out, but
you got 3 intakes and 3 exhaust pipes. So
you'd have to probably delete the airbox, but it'd work.
Are you gonna make it so it'll stand up too, so it's more of a ditch ripper than
I still want to do that. I'd probably do that.
It's just like letting track out or something, ain't it? Like
I'm not sure what you gotta do. You might have to bring the front end of the track up tighter, but I'm not sure. I'll have to look it up. But people say you can do it.
Yeah.
But I do want to. I probably won't do it for a while, depending on how finances go, but I want to put a different skid underneath of it because it has an extra 12 suspension on it, which is, back then it was decent for trail riding, but there's a reason why there's a lot of bogey wheels on them, because they create a lot of friction. There's a lot of resistance in the skid, and that was Polaris's fix, was to put more wheels on it. So
smooth the ride out, man.
I guess. So I don't know. Eventually, I'd probably put it. I want to put an M10 suspension under it. Those are really good for trail riding and for other things. Sending. So, but those are really expensive skids. If you can find them.
I said, good thing you got a really good deal on the snowmobile then.
Yeah. Yeah.
It balances out. How these quads are, you know. Yep. My wife is anxious to see them.
I'm trying. But it's
got front brakes.
It's got front brakes, and
so I just can't do wheelies, which I'm not sure I can do anyways.
Well, you could do them. You just would be a little careful because you don't have rear brakes.
Well, I've never done a wheelie intentionally, and I've never done an intentional wheelie.
Thought about riding today, but the temperature's kind of cold.
Yeah, and I'm just coming off the Rona, so.
Yeah, and we're supposed to be getting 3 inches of snow later tonight.
We got a couple inches last night.
Yeah, not a whole lot.
Like a dusting.
At this point, I'm
ready for no snow.
I'm heading towards that way because if there's no snow, then I can't ride anything. I can't ride the snowmobiles anyways, and riding a quad in the cold is not that fun.
They make heated hand grips for my Predator.
Oh yeah, they make them for everything.
I was looking at new grips for that. I was thinking that's probably something I'm gonna need, and they're fairly cheap.
Yeah.
Like $15.
Yeah, eBay. I look on eBay; they're pretty cheap, unless you want to get brand name ones. But
No, I was just looking at the waffle ones or the full diamond. That's something you should come with us, camp with us at the racetrack this summer.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
We
It'd be
definitely
good,
have
some
room.
good content, and have a good time. I know.
It's a blast there. I was trying to think of a name for the Predator.
Yeah, I still need one. I mean, the candy cane's okay, but I don't know. I want something a little different, I think.
It's a little soft for you.
Yeah, a little soft. Not much of a sugary candy type of guy.
It's not my fault you painted it look like a candy cane.
Put some blue on it or something. Call it Merca.
Merca. How awesome would it be if this thing is fired up?
Your first crank.
Yeah.
It might, because I've been trying to start it. Probably gas. Gas should be primed up already. It probably hasn't started in what, 5 years or so.
Oh shit, it's been more than that. Ryan's had it that long.
Oh.
He picked this up, I think, when he worked at either Elmer's or Galvanic.
Oh.
It's been a while.
Well, this is the old school. This is what it's like in snowmobiles and everything. When you pull this, that thing comes out and it catches this.
Okay.
And it just cranks it over and then it goes back in. Pretty simple.
Pretty neat.
Pretty simple.
That's pretty neat.
Spark! Woo! She's gonna work now.
She cranked good.
It's your choice. Do you want to use this new one or do you want to try to use the old one?
Let's use that one. That's hooked up.
Okay, I remember it was like $6.
That's why not use
Otherwise,
the new one
the old
at that
one's
point?
the old one's still hooked up.
I just say why not use the new one though for $6.
Sure, that's fine with me. Well, before I put all the plastics back on, let's see if we can get her to start up. Maybe it'd be a little drive her home tonight.
There we go.
Show the wife.
She'd be happy. Here you go, babe. Here's the one quad. It's got a Summit Racing sticker. That adds extra 10 horsepower.
Oh yeah. Sounds like a Trail Boss. It's probably the same engine. It kind of sounds like Trail Boss. Like Eugene's, just
Yeah.
except those are liquid cooled. Sounds like it though.
So we got it to fire, but as you can see, we've got the carburetor tore apart. And have some jet issues going on. Some weird green crap in there.
Yeah, for some reason they bought a new carburetor. It's a Chinese eBay special carb, and everything's just out of adjustment. And I still couldn't get to fire after doing the simple stuff. So I opened up the bowl and it's full of this green gooey stuff. I've never really seen it before. I got it soaking in some cleaner right now, but some of the jets were kind of plugged up with this gooey stuff. So Just trying to clean them up, and hopefully this was our issue. It's only running on choke at this point in time, and it will instantly die when you get it throttle. So it's lacking some fuel, seems like.
Drinking that Mountain Dew.
Straight up Mountain Dew.
Straight up Mountain Dew.
So that's what we're doing at the moment. Even this big jet is just plugged full of this gooey stuff. So I don't know if they ran like a 2-stroke mixture through it or something. Normally oil doesn't do this though, so I don't know what this is. Maybe it's like this from factory. Who knows?
Stay Bill. Should have run the Startron.
Either way, we gotta tear it apart.
Jesse's favorite thing, carburetors.
I've done a lot of them this winter, especially in snowmobiles. But I rebuilt that Trail Boss a while ago. Had similar issues with that carb. So I'm hoping this carburetor isn't. I think it's the same thing. So hopefully this one ain't gonna give me issues like the other carb. Cause that thing took me forever to figure out.
I hope that's not the cost.
Yeah. Normally I'd be soaking these in Pine Sol for a while, but they're not varnished, so I don't think the Pine Sol is gonna clean these up that well anyways. But if you do have very varnished carburetors, soak it in Pine Sol for a couple hours or even an entire day, and come and clean it the next day or so, and it just shiny. It'll eat it right up.
And don't leave the Pine Sol outside where it's cold.
Yeah. You want your Pine Sol to be at least like 50 degrees or so. It'll freeze in the cold, and the cold weather doesn't activate very well. So we learned that.
Yes.
We did. It gelled up my carburetors because I didn't clean it up very well. I cleaned the jets, and literally nothing has changed how this thing's running. I had the field air mixture jet. That was like 3.5 turns out, when it's only got to be out 1 turn. And it literally changed nothing, which is a little weird. It only runs on choked, so we're lacking fuel somewhere. So I cleaned the jets out. That didn't change anything either.
And they were nasty.
And they were gross. So, and then I adjusted the needle a little bit, but that's usually for throttle response. So I guess at this point we're gonna maybe look at actual Mikuni carbs, because they just work. And if we can't find anything reasonable, then we're gonna probably just buy a jet kit and rejet it and see if that changes anything. So we're at a little stump right now. So alright guys, so I would appreciate if you guys could just head down below, hit that subscribe button. It would mean a ton to me. We are growing, and I have you guys to thank for that. So thank you, and let's get back to the quad. Alright, so it's the next day. Basically, this carburetor, we're having issues with it. Some people just get overwhelmed with carbs and just replace them. This one was probably just a cheap Chinese one, $20 one. I don't know why. I'm sure it's close to being identical, but it is not working. No matter what I change on this thing, no, the field of air mixture jet ain't changing nothing, which that should change the idle for one. It's changing nothing. I've cleaned all the jets, I've adjusted the float and everything. Nothing is really doing anything. So I looked for the Mikuni carbs, but they're very hard to find. And a brand new one through Rocky Mountain is like $500, which is insane. So I'm going with what I'm going to call a mid-class carburetor. It's aftermarket, but it does have a name. It had decent reviews, so we're going to try it out. And if that don't work, then I found another carburetor that's $200 by Quad Logic. They make some good stuff, so we'll try them last probably. So this is on hold for now. And waiting on a brake caliper for Wyatt's Predator right there. So I'm just kind of waiting on that. So now we got mine in here. I still need to come up with a good name for this one. I'm gonna be riding this quad for the start of the season for now. I'm gonna do some content with it. So there's some things I wanted to do to it yet. Actually, the airbox that's on it is kind of cracked, so I want to get that fixed. So Wyatt's quad needed the top to the airbox, and I needed the bottom part to the airbox. So I found a used airbox, and I'm gonna use the bottom part. So we're gonna install the bottom part, and I also needed a different gas cap. The other one was leaking, so Wyatt needed one too. So we bought a 2-pack of these elbow ones. I initially thought these were red. I didn't look closely enough at the description, but on the screen they kind of looked red. They're really dark orange. So anyways, the gas cap's kind of off color, but I'm just gonna send it, and no more leaky gas. Another thing I'm gonna do, this exhaust is loud, and for some reason I thought this was a DG. I was just mistaken. It's a big gun exhaust. It's a full exhaust system. I do like the big guns. I ran one on my Can-Am DS650, and I actually have one on my on the Chevrolets out there. They're just they're mid-grade exhaust, but they're good. Anyways, this one actually does have a spark arrestor, and for some reason I didn't think it did. I'm getting my big guns all mixed up. The Chevrolet needs a spark arrestor. Either way, the packing is pretty much gone in this, is like non-existent. It is loud, so we're gonna take this cap off, and we're gonna shove some steel wool into it. But I don't have any of that with me right now. I'm probably gonna go to town here later in the week, and then we'll get some steel wool, but not a big deal. So we're gonna repack that, and then, I mean, there's really not much that really needs to be done to it. So we're gonna work on this for the meantime, and let's get her ready for the spring. I mean, today it's a really nice day. It's like 40 degrees, but it's supposed to get like down to the zeros again like tomorrow. So I'm gonna just have a good time in the garage and enjoy this warmer weather that we got right now. The snowmobiling is not probably gonna happen. I'm sure we'll get some more snow here. If a big snowstorm just comes through all of a sudden, we're definitely gonna go riding. But all the stuff I wanted to do, it's just not happening. It was just one of them bad winters. There's just no snow. I can't do nothing about it. So I'm getting excited. I'm getting the need to ride the quad. I just need the snow to disappear for that. But anyways, I guess another thing I need to do, I don't have that yet either. I'm actually missing one headlight accessory, so I need to buy one of them, but that's easy to install. So that's kind of what's going on with the quad. Everything on this thing has a wear part, is brand new, so it should be a ripper. And I want to change the gear ratio. The rear, it's too fast. There's no fifth gear hardly has enough power for fifth gear. It's just way too fast. So we're gonna gear it down probably this spring too. So that's what we're gonna be doing. So we're just gonna do the little things here, and let's get at it.
Someone to save. I wanna tell you something new. You drove us both into a wall. I drive away into the night, and I contemplate for a while. Don't you think for the people that passed by back
All right, so I just finally got the airbox replaced. I had to take the whole back fender off. Here's the old airbox, and basically what I had to replace, well, I had to replace this whole bottom part because these clips right here are broke. These clips are what holds the airbox onto the frame. It just kind of just hangs there in between the frame, and well, these ones are broke for some reason. I don't know if someone tried ripping them out or what. But that was the issue, and well, now it's fixed. And I also tuned the carburetor up. I gotta keep an eye on it still. The float is not seating, and I'm getting some fuel coming out of the bowl. And then I also have to adjust the throttle cable again because I need to give it a little bit of gas while you start. There's a little bit of a safety thingy on that. I don't know, it's being weird, but I think I got it good now. It starts up instantly now. So now what I'm gonna do is open up the back of the muffler here, and I'm gonna see what kind of packing I have in it, if there's any, which I don't think there's any. Yeah, should be good and ready to rip here soon. So that's what we're on to now. Alright guys, this is the end of the video. I got the exhaust off right here, and it is completely, all the packaging just out. So I got some on order. I was gonna put steel wool in it, but I'm just gonna put the correct stuff in it just because. So anyways, this is the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe. You guys are being awesome, and I'll see you guys in the next video.